Good morning, students. Hope you understand the concept of conflict and how to resolve that conflict. Now, we are going to start a grievance management. Grievance is a state of dissatisfaction over some issues related to employment. If you have some dissatisfaction, it means we have a grievance. Okay, but if that particular thing is in your heart, then it is not a grievance. Means a expression of this dissatisfaction in oral form is known as a complaint only, and while it is in a written form, it is known as a grievance. Means grievance should be in a written form. A grievance is an discontent, dissatisfaction, whether expressed or not, whether valid or not, arises out of anything connected with the company which an employee think, believe, or then feel to be unfair, injustice, or inequitable. Now, the forms of grievances. We have a three form of grievance: factual grievance, when employees' logical need remain unfulfilled, like wages hikes promised but not given to them. Then imaginary grievance arises because of wrong perception of employees and the wrong information given to them about a workplace condition. Then discussed grievances means it arises when employees may have dissatisfaction for a reason unknown to them. Most of the time such reasons lie outside the workplace, like family, friendship group, etc. ओके, तो जो मेन ग्रीवेंस है दैट इज़ अ फैक्चुअल ग्रीवेंस. इमेजिनरी आपके जो रॉन्ग इंफॉर्मेशन की वजह से आपके disguised grievances means which is not related directly related to the work, but it is related to your family, your friend groups and all, and which disturbs you. Okay, so first type of grievance require appropriate handling, while a later two, that is imaginary and disguised, can be handled through factual communication and counseling, respectively. Clear? Now, the causes of grievances. Which cause grievance? What are the reason of dissatisfaction? Their promotion may be the reason, amenities, compensations, disciplinary action, fines, increments, leave, medical benefits, the nature of the job, safety appliances, transfer, condition of the work, etc., are the basic reasons which cause a grievance. Now, the identification of grievance. Grievance procedure require because, first of all, we need to understand why it is so important to identify the grievance. Because grievance can be redressed both to the satisfaction of the employees and management. Maybe supervisor may not have adequate training or orientation for setting grievances. It helps to avoid arbitrary action, and employees may have more faith in a mutual agreed grievance procedure and serve as an outlet for employees' grief, frustration, etc. And it act like a pressure valve on a steam boiler. So grievance procedure is required. We are not going at very stage to the court, labor court for all these things. We try to resolve within an organization. आप कहते हैं ना, जब घर में कोई ग्रीवेंस होता है तो आप सीधे टॉप पर्सन के पास नहीं जाते, आप पहले अपने आप में रिजॉल्व करने की कोशिश करते हैं. ओके, तो वी आर डूइंग दैट थिंग इन द ऑर्गेनाइजेशन ऑल्सो. वी हैव अ ग्रीवेंस प्रोसीजर. In a grievance procedure, we have an immediate supervisor first, where we can go, and he has to give resolution within a 48 hours. Then next stage is head of the department, who is bounded to give you suggestion or to resolve your grievances within 3 days. Then we have a grievance committee which have to resolve your problem in 7 days. Then a personal management along with union officials can talk to resolve your grievances, and they have to give the solution within 7 days. Then the voluntary arbitration is the step to resolve your conflict. Hope you understand the concept of grievance and how we are managing our grievances. Now, the next stage is counseling. What is counseling? Counseling is essentially a process in which the counselor assists the counselee to make interpretation of facts relating to a choice, plan, adjustment which he need to make. Counseling is a series of direct contact with the individual which aim to offer him assistance in changing his attitude and behavior. ओके जब आप किसी से डायरेक्ट कांटेक्ट कर रहे हैं लंबे समय के लिए ताकि आप उसकी प्रॉब्लम को सॉल्व कर सकें, उसके बिहेवियर में इम्प्रूवमेंट ला सकें, उसको असेस कर सकें उसकी प्रॉब्लम में, तब हम उसे कहते हैं काउंसलिंग. नाउ द कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स ऑफ द काउंसलिंग. Counseling involves two individuals, one who is seeking help and one who helping, who is professionally trained. And there should be a relationship of mutual respect between them. Counseling is aimed to bring about a desired change in the individual, realization and providing assistance to solve problem. Counselor discover the problem of the counselee and help him to set up a realistic goal. It helped the counselee acquire independence and develop a sense of responsibility. It involves something more than offering an assistance to find the solution. And counseling is a democratic. Counseling concerns itself with the attitude as well as the action. Counseling is centered around the need and aspiration of the employee. Now, why it is important? Because it provides the needed information and assistance. It helps individuals to make a wise choice, improve the understanding of self, facilitate the adjustment. It helps in adapting to the changes and the new environment, making self-sufficient, efficient use of capabilities and your talent, promote the optimum personal and professional development, balance your physical, psychological, emotional or social spiritual growth. It helps in our overall development and to live productive life, to help individual to adjust themselves according to the society, to aid individual in efficient decision making, and to bring about changes in the attitude and the behavior of the individual. Now, this is the types of organization counseling. First is your directive counseling, second is non-directive, and last is a cooperative counseling. A directive counseling. It is a counseling where you try to solve the problem by classified thinking. Listen emotionally the problem and decide what to do then. Take talking, telling and motivating the people. Taking active part in discussing every aspect of this problem. Does not tell the solution but direct employee toward the solution. That's why it is a directive. Counselor is a superior to counselee and only advice function to perform. Okay. And in a non-directive, client-centric counseling is there. Okay. In a client-centric counseling, skillfully listening, encouraging counselee to explain emotional problem and determine course of action. इसमें क्या है, आप क्लाइंट सेंट्रिक होके बात कर रहे हैं. यू ट्राई कि वो अपनी सारी भड़ास निकाल सके, अपने इमोशनल प्रॉब्लम्स को आपसे डिस्कस कर सके नॉन डायरेक्टिव काउंसलिंग में. एंड द सेंटर पेन ऑफ काउंसलिंग नॉट काउंसली. ओके. द सेंटर पेन इज कॉन्सली, यहाँ पर कॉन्सली ज़्यादा मेन पेनफुल है, नॉट अ कॉन्सली। तो कॉन्सली एक्ट एज अ जज, जो आपके हेल्प लेने आ रहा है वही एक्ट एज अ जज एंड एज एडवाइजर एंड यूज बाय प्रोफेशनल काउंसलर। ये जनरली प्रोफेशनल काउंसलर्स यूज करते हैं। एंड काउंसलिंग नॉट सजेस्ट एनी कोर्स ऑफ एक्शन, अदरवाइज पर्सन मे नॉट कम आउट विद हिज ट्रू फीलिंग्स। जो काउंसलर्स होते हैं वो यहाँ पर कोई सजेशन उसे नहीं देते, क्योंकि अगर सजेशन वो देने लगेंगे तो वो जो हेल्प लेने आया है पर्सन, वो जो है एक प्रॉपर सॉल्यूशन में नहीं पहुंच पाता, वो अपनी प्रॉब्लम अपनी ट्रू फीलिंग्स नहीं बता पाता, इसलिए। एंड वेरी पर्पस ऑफ सच काउंसलिंग मे बी डिफेंडेंट, जो काउंसलिंग का वेरी पर्पस है टू हेल्प देम, वो आप अचीव नहीं कर पाते। एडवाइस रीअश्योरेंस नॉट डन बाय अ प्रोफेशनल बट other. Four function is done in this: communication, emotional release of tension, clarified thinking. Okay, तो यहाँ पर वो अपनी टेंशन को रिलीज कर रहा है। एंड स्ट्रेस ऑन द चेंजिंग ऑफ अ पर्सन इंस्टेड ऑफ डीलिंग विद द इमीडिएट प्रॉब्लम। यहाँ स्ट्रेस किस में किया जा रहा है कि पर्सन को चेंज किया जाए, ना कि उसकी इमीडिएट प्रॉब्लम को, क्योंकि जब वो समझ जाएगा, वो उसकी थिंक थॉट प्रोसेस चेंज हो जाएगी, तब वो प्रॉब्लम भी सॉल्व हो जाती है। Then we have a cooperative counseling, means compromising between two extreme, directive and non-directive. ओके, डायरेक्टिव में क्या था, काउंसलर आपको बता रहा है क्या करना है नहीं करना। काउंसली वो नॉन डायरेक्टिव में क्या है कि काउंसली जो प्रॉब्लम लेने सॉल्व करवाने आया वही अपनी प्रॉब्लम को सॉल्यूशन निकाल रहा है विद द हेल्प ऑफ काउंसलर। एंड कोऑपरेटिव काउंसलिंग में क्या है, इन दोनों का बीच का है, मीन्स म्यूचुअली दे discussion of an employee's emotional problem and a cooperative efforts to set up the condition that will remedy it. And means of emotion problem is a mutual problem and both, and mutually settle it. Means counselor initiate discussion, apply for function of counseling, reassurance, communication, release the tension and clarify the thinking. There is no reason for the advice over here. Okay, hope you understand the concept of counseling very well now. Thank you for the day, students.